Creating African folktale stories on YouTube is the trend right now as people are getting massive views, lots of subscribers, and in turn, they are getting lots and lots of money from YouTube. On my video today, I'm going to be telling you how you can use your smartphone to create all those African folktale stories for yourself. Yes, in my previous video where I told you guys how to do it from scratch, I talked about showing those who just have their smartphone how they can create all these stories for themselves because I'm sure not everybody has a desktop, and I would want everybody, who has a smartphone, who has the access to the internet to get started with something and start making money online for themselves. And this is one niche which you would not want to miss out. You want to jump on the train right now and still a hot niche in demand in this YouTube space. So now, how can you use your smartphone to create this African folktale stories for yourself? This video will explain everything you need to know. Okay, all you need to do is to sit right back and watch this video to the very end to get the full information. But before I jump right in, guys, I want you guys to give this video a thumbs up if you like the information you're about to hear, and do not forget to click on the subscribe button below and turn on the bell notification icon so that you don't get to miss any of my video at all on this African folktale stories. Okay, because I told you guys in my previous video, I'm going to be creating series of videos surrounding all these African folk tales. Okay, how to get the perfect background music to avoid YouTube copyright, and how to also get a lot of other things which I'm also going to explain during the course of this my video. So all you need to do right now is just watch this video to the very end to get the full information. Okay, so now the very first thing you want to do when it comes to creating this story do you want to create? What folktale do you want to create? What is the idea? So the tool I'm going to be using is ChatGPT. Remember, this video is on how to create African folktale using your smartphone for free. I'm going to be showing you all the tools which you don't have to pay money to access them. So the very first one is ChatGPT. Okay, yes, ChatGPT is free. Okay, let me quickly turn on my Wi-Fi to get started. All right. Okay, so it is connected now. So I am using a ChatGPT, and the very first thing I want to do is, let me just put on not disturb to avoid getting any notification. Okay. So silent mode is on. Then what I want to do is give me an idea of an African folktale story based on humans. Now, if you're wondering why I told you to give me an idea of our African folktale story based on the humans, this is because normally folktale stories use the tortoise and the hare, fox, lion, spider, and the rest of them. So I want to create a specific story on human because that is the trend right now. Okay, but if you want to create on animals, that is good and fine. Okay, so I want to create on this. All right, it has given me a story. All right, it has given me a story which it says, the weaver's daughter in the small village. Okay, this is the story now. But what I would have loved ChatGPT to do is to give me, different ideas, because it's not a story I want to create. But since it is giving me just this one, maybe later on I will tell you to give me also another story, and it's going to generate another story for me. So once it has generated a story for me, what I need to do next is now to go through this story and edit it to be sure there is no mistake over here. Most times ChatGPT use bogus words and they may just be unclear at some point. So you want to edit some things out and also adding some things you think is going to be needed in your story before you now save it. So let's say you're done editing your story, okay? I'm just going to copy it, all right? We've gotten our idea and we've gotten our script for the video. The next thing we want to do right now is now to voice it. There are two ways you can voice this. Either you use your own voice or use an AI voice. I'm going to advise you guys to use your own voice if you deem fit. This is because, first of all, when you're using your own voice, there are certain words that AI cannot pronounce properly because they are African names. Just like this story over here about the weavers that talks about Kwame. Who knows what, the AI is going to pronounce it as? Do you understand? There are certain cities, just like Adina and the rest of them, this AI may not be able to pronounce it properly. And also, using your own voice is going to give you this voice variation, like, you know when to raise your voice or reduce your voice, but AI may just, say all these stories flat, and it's not going to give it that, that meaning it really needs. The vibe that this voice in it, because that is part of what is going to capture your audience to the very end of the story and make them even share your story to their friends to also watch. Do you get? So I advise you to use your own words, your own voice to voice this by yourself. Just go to probably your recorder and record your voice using this script, and you're good to go. And secondly, if you don't want to use your own voice, you can still use an AI voice. Okay, now there are a lot of tools online, free text to speech AI, and what I'm going to go in for is 11 Labs. Okay, so let me go to my Chrome over here. All right, let me just go to 11 Labs. I click on 11 Labs. Okay, so now once this is done loading, what you guys need to do once you're here is now to sign in or sign up if you have an account. Once you sign up over here, you can now paste in your story here, then choose the voice. Yes, 11 Labs is going to give you different voice to choose from. So once you've chosen your voice over here, you now click on generate and you can now download it. Okay, so once you've downloaded your voice, what you need to do next is to save this your audio. Yes, you already have your audio, so you need to just save it aside. And the next thing that we need to do is to generate our images. Now, there are three different platforms I'm going to show you to generate your image. And under this platform, I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons of each one of them. Okay, so now stay on Chrome. I'll go to Leonardo AI. Yes, this is one very, very tool I make use of to create my own African image. And yes, it is free. It has the pro version, it has the free version. So whichever one you want to use, you go for. Then over here, once you sign up, click on image generation. Image generation, okay? And scrolling as you can see here, I've really used this Leonardo AI to create certain images before. Guys, can you see this? All these are images sample for my Folktale channel I'm trying to create also. So you see, it's giving me what I want. Now, once you are here, there are certain things you need to do, okay? So the very first thing is to say, okay, I wrote here, create an image of an African hut in the sunset beside the vegetation. Let me change this from now. Create image of different African huts in the sunset beside vegetation. Okay. So now what you need to understand when creating this your prompt and everything, you need to be reading this your story before you're creating your prompt. So now let me quickly go to ChatGPT. Okay, where my story is. It says here, in a small village nestled among the savanna plains of Africa. Okay, first of all, I need to show, a small village. All right, so and create an image of, let me say, a small village, okay, of a small village, small African village. Okay, I need to add huts to give me that, image properly. Okay, so now once you're done with the very first generation, once you're done with the very first prompt, click on these settings over here. When you click on this setting, you can see here, it's going to generate 4 images for me. Then you scroll down, then click on this ratio. Let it be 16:9 because 16:9 is YouTube sized images. If it's not 16:9, it's not come out properly. So once you've selected that, okay, I go back, okay, then I click on generate. So currently it is generating my images for me. And it's saying here, we are currently on a free plan, upgrade for priority generations, additional token credit, and much more. For now, I'm going to be showing you how to get all this for free. Guys, can you see how this is? This now created, a small African, village. This is perfect. All these images are perfect. Okay, so now what I need to now do is now to select one of them and download it for my, image generation. But guys, if you look over here, when we came here, it was initially 150 token before, but now it is 144. And when it comes to creating your story, you might need more than 150 tokens, which means this will not be enough for you to finish creating your African folktale story. And it may take you 3 to 4 days to be done if you're waiting for every day 150 tokens from Leonardo AI. So if you want to be posting every day, every 2 days, every 3 days, depending on how fast you want to be, there are other AIs you can use, okay, aside of this Leonardo AI, because I'm sure you will not want to maybe upgrade on Leonardo AI Pro. Okay, so now let's go to the very first one, which is Bing AI. So this Bing Microsoft image generation, you just go to your browser or your Play Store or your App Store to download it on your phone. Then click on Copilot. Now, Copilot has this GPT-4 over here, as you can see. And I can tell you the same thing. Okay, let me just go and copy this prompt instead of also writing over and over again. Select. I don't know why it's not selected, so let me just go and just write it myself again. Create an image of an African village hut in the sunset with vegetation, right? That's what I added over here with vegetation. Now I'm going to write 4K resolution. When creating your image, you need to add this 4K resolution so that it's going to give you the best resolution, the best image quality for that image. Okay, so now my image is being generated over here. So guys, can you see this now? This has also generated some images for me, but I don't really like this. Let me just add something to the prompt. Let me see if I can edit the prompt. Okay, and oil. Let me add oily image. Let me see if it's going to change something about those images. So let's just wait for the outcome of this. I don't know why this is giving me this type of images. I don't know what's wrong with this. Let me say a realistic. One thing about all this AI image generation, it depends on your prompt. You need to get the perfect prompt to be able to get that perfect image. For learning AI, it gave me the perfect image just once, even without me adding all these strange prompts. So let me just go over with this and see how it's going to be like this last one. And I'm going to show you the last, AI to use, okay? Well, it still did not really give me what I want. So the last image I'm going to use, or the last AI I'm going to be using, is the Meta AI. We all know WhatsApp already has their AI, and this AI is also very nice when it comes to image generation. So let me go to my WhatsApp and go to my Meta AI. So as you can see over here, I've used this to generate lots of images. Look at the African village I talked about. Look at how nice it is. But guys, you need to understand something between this Meta AI and also the Bing AI. Okay, these AI do not give you YouTube-sized images. They do not give you YouTube-sized images. So now, how can you now convert all these images to be YouTube-sized after generating them? Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do is to go and get my Canva Pro. Now, Canva Pro is just for 1,000 naira. I got that was even 2 years back, and I've been using that same Canva Pro ever since. I've not, paid again for a Canva Pro. So go to Facebook, search for Canva Pro, and get yourself Canva Pro, for that same price, and you're going to use it for what I'm going to show you on this part over here. So once you've got your Canva Pro, you go to your Canva. Okay, go to your Canva. Then you're going to just search YouTube thumbnail. Okay, I've searched it before because this is what I use. Search on YouTube thumbnail, I click on this empty icon over here. Wait for it to load up, alright? Then you scroll down. Then now, you need to just upload the image. For example, now I'm done downloading all those images to my gallery, right? I click on this one, for example. Then what I need to do is to just expand this, okay? Expand this. So what I'm expanding, you can see that there is still space by both sides for this YouTube size. So how can I get it done? This is why I said you need to get that Canva Pro. Click on this FX effect, then you click on Magic Expand, then you click on the whole page, click on Magic Expand. These features only are available for the Canva Pro users. I'm not selling Canva Pro, so I don't know how you can get it from me. No, you can't get it from me. Go to Facebook, search on Facebook Marketplace, Canva Pro, and you're going to see people running ads, 900 naira, 800 naira, 500 naira, 1,000 naira for a lifetime. I can get yours. And now, guys, this is done generating my image. This is done expanding this image over here, as you can see. And it's even created 4 for me, which I can choose from. Okay, so I can select any of these 4, and I'm good to go with that. So once I'm done here, all I need to just do is to download it on my device, okay? So now, once I'm done downloading it, okay? Once I'm done downloading it, for example, okay, what I now need to do, I have my audio, I have all my images, okay? And I now go to my CapCut. I go to CapCut, now import my audio, and now start inserting all my images from my gallery down to CapCut, and ensure that all the images fit in where the script talks about. So you also need to add, sound effects and soundtracks and even background music to make it catchy. And this is why I talked about me creating a special video for that. How you can get the best sound effects, sound background music for your YouTube African Folktale channel, so that I don't get to have YouTube copyright strike, to avoid having issues even before you get monetized. Okay, so and I don't want this video to be too long. That's why I cannot say everything in this video. So check out my channel for that video on the playlist on how we can get all this done. There are a lot of aspects when it comes to creating an African folktale. Trust me, it is not even so hard. But the thing is, you need to understand it first before you jump right into it. Even when it comes to creating the channel itself, yes, there's a process to create a perfect African folktale channel. Even adding some features for every video. Yes, all this I've been explaining one after the other. So I'm sure you don't want to miss that out because you also want to grow massively on your own African folktale channel. So all you need to do right now is to click on the subscribe button below and turn on the bell notification icon so that whenever I create that video, you'll be the first to get notified, okay? I'm going to be seeing you guys in my next video as I create more ways we can grow this African folktale channel. See you guys.